What I like about Jack's bars is like he's gonna pop some shit and he's gonna have like some fun moments. Send it back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her ass cheek. See, he's talking and taking notes. I thought that was fucking fire. And hold on, let me think. There's no shit.
I'm chill.
I have a bad memory. Oh yeah. And like the other fun lines is like, I'm done making jokes because they got old like baby boomers. I'm a joked out ass motherfucker. You know I'm always cracking jokes online. I like felt that because a lot of people like when they see me having fun with them online, like laughing and stuff, they don't think I take what I do seriously. But I very much do.
We feel each other, you know what I mean? Yeah. We do two different things. You know, we're in this industry for two different reasons. We came in with different music, but I feel him, and I'm a fan of him, and I'm a fan of what he's doing and what he stands for. I think he's becoming an icon. I just like what he does, bro. Like, I salute him. I think he's brave.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
The very first day of Industry Baby, me and Daytrip, Roy Lenzo, like we were all in the studio and we were thinking like what the fuck are we making right now? And I was like upset because we tried like 7 different songs and nothing was like hitting for me. And I heard like that bum dum dum dum. I was like, hold on, what that is? Run that back. When I first heard it, I was like, wow, this sounds like some like King intro kind of Jay-Z royalty kind of beat, you know? Whatever happens with this, I definitely have to pop my shit. I was still like in the mindset of like, okay, these rappers, like, they not really fuck with me like that. Fuck these niggas. But then, you know, I started like talking to Jack like online or whatnot, and he was like a real cool guy. And from there, I was like, perfect. Boom.
I liked what he was talking about. It resonated with me. Y'all thought I was just gonna be here for a second. Look where I'm at. I'm here to stay. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? When I first came out, I think a lot of people, they had this feeling of, man, we'll see. Maybe it's a fluke. So for me, this felt like a chance to, look, I'm here too. So I resonated with the content. I love Nas and everything he's doing, but what he was saying on this song, I was like, I feel that. I want to give my story.
Baby back, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple plaques, ayy, that's a fact. Throw it back, ayy, ayy. This was during a time before I even started back releasing music. So it was like, all right, let me pop my shit, you know? Because everybody's always like trying to minimize my accomplishments to like, okay, he did this one thing. It's like, hold on, let's bring this back, you know? And this one is for the champions. I ain't lost since I began, yeah. Funny how you said it wasn't in ya. Then I went and did it again, yeah. When people are telling you that it's like over for you, especially like when it's a lot of people that you even like look up to or like you're like super cool with or like you've like been watching online or whatnot, it's kind of painful, but it also like builds armor for you to come back stronger. Once you finally do have that breakthrough moment again, it's like this weight lifted off of your shoulder, you know? Because it's like you always knew, but no, they know too. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. So this was like a nod to my mixtape, Nazarati, where I was like already like super cocky and confident about where I was going. So it's like, I've been told you. What's happening right now is a manifestation of that. All run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell them ain't laying low. It's been so many things in my career that I've done that most people would see as a career ender. For the simple fact that, you know, my first big song was like the biggest song, you know? I do the video for Call Me By Your Name. I've had to like fight a lot of battles like inside, especially this last year and a half. I could have gave up. I could have stopped pushing. I could have stopped moving, but I know where I'm headed in life. I know what my future is going to look like. So I'm not running, you know? So like, go get whoever, go plan whatever, go plot whatever, go try to find whatever about me. It's like, I'm not stopping, you know? You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I want to hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul. Just tell him that the break is over. It's kind of like those like backhanded compliments. Oh, I love him. I hope he saves his money. He don't even have to do anything no more. He's set. I think he's cool. He's funny. But I don't know about his music. And it's like, you're not really on my side. You're not really rooting for me. You don't really fuck with me. It's like you're putting on this act. Need to get this, need a couple number ones, need a plaque on every song. With this verse, it's kind of like me walking back into this place and it's like making my demands. First, I need to get my album done, like something I'm still working on. I'm putting the final tweaks on it. I need more number ones. I mean, I just got another one. Let's get some more. I just want it all, you know? Like, I want consistent success, growing success. I'm not like going to like pretend that I don't, you know? Because I feel like especially nowadays, people want artists to like, oh, I don't really care about the charts, and I don't really care about the sales, and I just, you know, I just want to make music. And of course, I love fucking making music, but it's like I want those accolades and respect for my hard work too, you know? Even like one with Nicki, tell a rap nigga on C, huh, I'm a pop nigga like Bieber, huh. I still consider myself a rapper too, like I rap too, but it's like I'm much more, there's a lot of one-dimensional rappers, you know? I mean, like literally do the same flow, the same cadence and everything on the same song. It's like I don't see you. It's like I'm on a whole nother level, you know? I don't fuck bitches, I'm queer, huh, but these nigga bitch let me did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let's do it. I feel like this is super important because I know like following Call Me By Your Name, a lot of people like expecting me to like, okay, he's learned his lesson, he's gonna calm down. He especially wouldn't do this in a song like this. It's like, you know what? No, I'm going to like keep saying shit like this. Like these lines are my life. Like this is actually me. And there's somebody growing up like hearing that, and they're like, damn, when I rap, I'm gonna say shit like this too, you know? I ain't fall off, I just ain't release my new shit. I blew up, now everybody trying to sue me. I believe like lawsuits come with it. I feel like you should be more concerned if people aren't trying to sue you when you're in this industry. But I've seen quite a few of those headlines before I may have even known about it. So I'm like, wait, I'm being sued, huh? Luckily, most of them didn't go anywhere. But yeah, everybody's trying to sue me, man. What's going on? You call me Nas, but the hood call me Doobie, yeah. When I like grew up, when I like from 0 to 10, like I lived in Bankhead Courts. It's like this hood in Atlanta. I had my nickname since then, and my family members still call me like Doobie. They're like, Doobie. I think the name came from like when I used to watch Scooby-Doo a lot, you know, Scooby, Dooby, Doo. And you know, everybody's like, oh, Doobie.
My track record's so clean, they couldn't wait to just bash me. I must be getting too flashy. Y'all shouldn't have let the world gas me. For you to have a desire to bash me, for you to want me up out of here, for you to want me to be done, like, maybe I'm flexing too hard. Maybe I'm putting on a couple too many jewelry pieces now. Maybe you don't like how it looks. Y'all shouldn't have let the world gas me, because it's too late. They let me in. I'm here. The world's feeling what I'm doing. Y'all shouldn't have let them. Y'all shouldn't have let me in. It's too late, because I'm here to stay, and these girls know that I'm nasty. I sent her back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her ass cheek. I always felt like I was here to stay, but there's been moments of confirmation. I remember the night That's What They All Say, my album in December came out. I was in Atlanta. I had a little get together. We ended up all going to Magic City, and I was in there with Drama. And I don't love the club. I don't love the strip club, but we were in there. I wanted to celebrate. It was a good night. I had people that had worked hard on it. But I remember there was a moment I was standing there with Drama, and I was kind of thinking about the album, and I was thinking about his out. I wasn't really there, and he tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, how does it feel? I was like, what? He's like, you're here. And I was like, you think so? And I knew he wasn't just saying it in a loose way. He was saying it, and he meant it. I'm here. Moments like that have, you know, given me the confirmation I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. City talking, we taking notes. Tell him all to keep making posts. Wish he could, but he can't get close. Being from Louisville, Kentucky, I get a lot of love out of there, but there's also plenty of hate. I keep up, you know what I mean? I see things, probably more than I need to. Sometimes I think the place you're from has more hate and envy than other places. I've seen people I grew up with, old classmates, people I knew, switch to crucifying me online when some people have my number. OG is so proud of me that he choking up while he making toast. I love that line because I think every time I hear that line or think of that line, it paints a picture. You see it happening. You see the dinner, you don't even have to know who it is. You just know somebody that's an OG to me holding up a toast and saying they're proud and choking up. It's beautiful. I'm the type that you can't control. Said I would, then I made it so. I genuinely feel like anything I want, I can make happen. Out of pure will and determination. It's a cliche they tell you as a kid, if you want it, you can have it, but you can't. You know what it is? I'm a control freak. It's something I'm actually trying to learn how to balance, but I'm a control freak. I try to control so much, it's really hard for me to let go. In that, I'm so extreme, and I think a lot of people that are ambitious could relate. I feel like I can control my destiny. I feel like I can chokehold out of this life what I want. I feel like I can get what I want out of this life by pure will and determination. I don't clear up rumors. Where's y'all sense of humor? It's different. You get to this level and you have to like have this moment where you kind of just let go and you realize you can't control what they're saying about you. You don't have any control over what the narrative is. So for me, it's been over the last couple of years a real process of stepping into the limelight a little more and realizing that some of these stories are gonna run and I don't need to address everything. People think this and that, and it's a real freeing thing for me to step back and say, whatever you want. Whatever you want, think it. I'm at peace. I'm done making jokes because they got old like baby boomers. I don't feel pressure to joke all the time. People love when I joke. They want me to joke. You know, last time I was on here, I had some jokes. But I don't feel no pressure. I gotta make them laugh. I gotta make them laugh because I'm a human being. I'm not a two-dimensional character. I'm not somebody that feels like, ooh, gotta stick to the script. They need to love me. When I want to be serious, I'm gonna be serious. When I want to be funny, I'm gonna be funny. When I want to be outgoing, I'm gonna be outgoing. When I want to be shy, I'm gonna be shy. We'll see if I'm really done making jokes. I just want people to know that I'm real about this, and I like bouncing in and out. Nobody can tell me what I am. I can't be put in a box. I can't be pigeonholed. Turn my haters to consumers. I make vets feel like they juniors. I've experienced that my whole life, seeing skeptics turn to, you know what, he's pretty hard. I've seen a lot of people on the fence come over to my side, so I've experienced that. I think I meet sometimes people that are older than me in the game, and like they learn as much as I could take from them. They could learn something from me. Say your time is coming soon, but just like Oklahoma, mine is coming sooner. I'm competitive. And I see my peers, I see the people that are in my class and my generation. It's like, oh, you think you're the one? You think you're the one that everyone wants to raise up? You think you're that guy? You're not that guy, pal. That's how I feel, though. That's how you're not that guy, pal. You think it's coming soon for you? It might be, but my time is coming sooner. I'm about to take over this whole shit. The Oklahoma Sooners. University of Oklahoma's mascot is the Sooners. I'm just a late bloomer. I didn't peak in high school, I'm still out here getting cuter. In high school, I couldn't dress that well. I don't think I was cutting my hair the way I would cut it now. You figure out how you want to look along the way, but I was figuring out who I was first. I wasn't masking myself with appearance. I was being me. I just think as I got into this and I realized, oh, you gotta look a certain way. I started cleaning up. I started paying attention to how I want to look. I don't think I switched it up. I just think I grew into myself a little bit. All these social networks and computers got these pussies walking around like they ain't losers. What am I seeing online? Ratio. LL. Young boy better. The Computers by Rowdy Rebel. His very first line. All these social networks and these computers. That's kind of what I wanted to pay homage to.
I'm the industry, baby. I'm that motherfucker that's grown up watching everything how it plays out. I've learned the fall downs of artists, the risings, and what happened and why it happened, and I'm acquiring that knowledge for myself. All right, let me look like I'm not anxious or anything.
Imposter.
Oh man, this is great. Reminds me of the first time we did this.
Bring it,
I'm gonna
man.
be like this the entire interview.